Good afternoon. This video will help those people that receive the BJHS contacts email that are automatically sent when you submit parent contact information. So basically, what I'm saying is that when you submit this guardian contact documentation form, we have it set up to automatically send you a confirmation that that has occurred. Now, I realize that down here on the bottom it says send me a copy of my responses, and some of you may already be using that, but you no longer need to do that unless you just want to. You're going to get 2 copies if you do that. But we have it actually set so that you're going to get this in a PDF document that you could use later if necessary when talking to a parent or going to an ARD and so forth. So once you submit this form, it's going to automatically generate an email that looks like this. It's going to come from Mrs. Evans because that form is tied to her account. It's going to say BJHSContacts with an S. It'll have the student's name and the date that the contact form was submitted. I know that when you submit more than one of these in a day, this could really fill up your Google inbox. So what I want to show you how to do is to create a filter so you get these messages right over here instead of in your inbox, where you could go check them anytime you want, but they won't clutter up your inbox. You'll notice I've done that with my BJHS ISS list because I don't necessarily need to read the ISS list every day, but I do need to refer to it. So I automatically have my ISS list coming to a filtered label or folder, if you want to call it that. So let's begin. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my folder of where I'm going to put my parent contact information. And you may already have a folder set up for parent contact, but I don't. So I'm going to say More, create a new label, and I'm going to call it Parent Contact. And create. So now here's my parent contact folder, and now I'm going to create a filter so that this message that's automatically generated when I type in the parent contact information will automatically go to this folder. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go to the right side where it says Settings, and I'm going to click on Settings. From Settings, I'm going to click Filters. You'll notice I already have some filters set up. Here is my ISS filter. Now I'm going to create a new filter. This will be for the parent contacts. The first message box is asking you, what is the filtering information? What will be the identifying information on the email so that your Google inbox knows what to do with it? So in this case, it's in the subject line. So make sure that you're in the subject line. It's not a to, it's not a from. You don't want to filter everything from Miss Evans, but you do want to filter these. So the subject line is BJHS Contacts with an S. It's very important that it has an S because hers has an S. Then you're going to click Create Filter with this search. Now, it's asking us, what do we want to do with the messages that have BJH contacts in the subject line? I want to skip my inbox. I want to apply a label, which also means a folder, and that is called the parent contact folder. So it's going to skip my inbox and go directly to my parent contact folder. It says that I have 8 other messages matching this. Do I want to apply it there as well? And I'm going to say yes, I also want you to apply it to these messages. So I'm going to create my filter. Alrighty. Now, when I go back to my inbox, that message is gone. This is a different one. I know it says it's from Miss Evans, but that message is gone. And when I go down here to parent contacts, I have all the messages that were automatically created and sent to me. So this was the one. So now let's try it out. Okay, so I'm going to go to this. I'm going to pick today's date. I'm going to pick my name. And this is going to be Smith, John, example. And the parent's name is Smith, example, dad. And I contacted him at 979-999-9999. And it was a phone call. And it was to tell something positive. And I'm going to say that John's behavior is Very good. This is an example. Now I'm going to click Submit. It says, am I this person? If I am, then I'm going to have to say yes, submit my response. It has now been submitted. And in just a moment, I will have a fresh new email regarding John right here in my email account. So I'm going to go here, go back to my example, and as soon as it generates, and so now I have my BJHSContacts John Example Smith. When I open it and view, this is what I just submitted, but it will not clutter my inbox. Instead, it'll go straight to my parent contact folder. I hope this video will help you to know how to filter messages coming to your inbox.